But I got to say this, though.
What's that?
It would be nothing. I would be nothing without the women that have been in my life. And I don't know about yours, but as I brought up to you that I was involved in a matrilineal upbringing with a lot of women around me. And their compassion and their attempt at nurturing, some of them did the best that they can. It's made me the person, once I reflect back on it, that I am today.
Okay.
I didn't get those lessons back then, but they were trying to nurture me with the best knowledge and ability that they had. In fact, man, where's the camera at, man?
Yeah,
Am
you
I in
right
the
in front
camera?
of it. You right in front of it.
Let me say something to these women. I gotta respect these women, man.
Hoover. Shades coming off.
And my shades is coming off for this one, man. You know, because that thing is called women's intuition. That's a real thing, bro. And that's some powerful potion, bro. I remember a lot of times when the women in my life, the significant women in my life, from moms to who you name it, they've always gave me some kind of feeling or warning about certain things that came to fruition. They said, Joe, just for tonight, stay home. Don't go out there.
Man.
Don't go around that corner tonight. Stay home today. I was thinking, they crazy maybe, you know, some of the things that we would say, but they felt something deep, man. And I think that whatever higher power we believe in, place that in them, you know, to keep the balance in society and in the world, man.
Right.
Just in nature in general. I really believe that. So I'm going to say something to the women.
Go ahead.
Woman, when times get hard behind these bars, I can still hear your voice, always surrounding me with your joy. When life is drowning me beneath this noise, it helps me avoid the drama, little mama. Woman, no one can ever take your place. Hope like the lid of Pandora's box. I cherish every day that you wake, and with your voice as a chorus, I'm sealing with kisses every breath that you take. Woman, every diamond that's dug in up out of the rough is of such stuff that all our dreams are made of. The way we live, love, laugh, and yes, men weep. Then our life is suddenly rounded off with a sleep. But I'm destined and repping to be the Rob that smiles, so far away from every hopeless grief, where one step becomes 1,000 miles, that we both stolen back away from the thief. Yes, I always hear you, woman. Just had to say that to him.
All right. Kudos, man. That shit was tight. And I'm sure I'm sure that's going to resonate with the women. It should, man. That's some deep shit. And that's something you wrote, Joe? Come on now.
Those are some of the things, my thoughts, and some of the things that I wrote to survive,
Right.
loved one,
Right.
when things were real gloomy for me. I just heard those voices from all those women in my ear throughout all those decades that just wanted to save me from something, or to nurture me, or to help me in some way. But I had my own way of thinking. I had my own destiny that I felt like I gotta follow. Here I am with 2 life sentences, even though life without sentences, with a smorgasbord of other things, you know, and I told you about that,
Right.
and I don't want to dwell on that. What I do want to focus on is that there were always women right there, and I could hear their voices right today that was always in my ear with something positive to say to me, or something encouraging, or some kind of premonition. I don't know what you call it, except for women's intuition. It's a real thing, brother.
Yeah. Man. All right, man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Taking it a day at a time, brother.
Hmm.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. So just along them lines, man, you speaking about women, and you come from that that household with women with a strength, man.
Matrilineal,
The
yes, sir.
matrilineal, yeah. Um, Speaking of that, the homegirls, man, did you see that in the homegirls, that strength? You know, was that amongst the homegirls?
You know what? Now that I've been acquainted with something called emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
it's all clear to me now,
Mm.
which hindsight is always 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But they were always there, now that I think about it, for my better good.
Hmm.
Even when I didn't even recognize it or appreciate it,
Hmm.
those women were always there. From my mom to the women that I met casually to the women that wanted to be a significant part of my life. But I was too rambunctious, I guess,
Right.
to recognize or to accept that compassion. I was like a callous guy, I guess,
Hmm.
and my development was definitely arrested at a very early age. Even though we considered ourselves as a man child,
Mm-hmm.
there was still a level of immaturity that I couldn't wrap my fingers around or my thoughts around. But it seems like the women seen something in my raggedy ass when I didn't even see it. I got an interesting story, man.
Share.
That I want to share with you. I want to share this with you. You know, at the time when we had those bicycles, man, we used to call the sissy poles with the
in the
long
back.
poles, and okay. I figured out why they called them sissy poles, because for people that was afraid to fall off the back of them, that was a cushion for the,
Right.
even though not many people around my way, but they were too afraid to get on the back of a bike. The handlebars, you know, we used to do it.
Right.
About 4 people on a bike, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember I had that long sissy pole. I had my bike all fixed up, man. Nice little sweat. You know, we get a piece from here, a piece from there.
Put together.
Put together, right on. And I remember this young lady, man. I had to be probably about 9 or 10 at the time.
Mm.
And this young lady she had to be about 15 or 16.
Mm.
She asked me, said, could you give me a ride to the store? And she was fine, you know? I was, in my little 9, 10-year-old mind, I was like, hell yeah. Yes, I can do that. I can accommodate you. Yes. Because at the time, that was on Florence, right? Boys Market.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florence and Fig, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, right there on Fig in
Florence. Yeah.
So she wanted me to take her up to Boys Market to get something. I said, I could take you up there and wait for you and bring you back too. And she was like, oh, you're so nice. And I thought that, when women usually get on the bike, man, with us, they would turn the other way, so they could hold on to the pole.
Right.
But she got on right in back of me and put her arms around me, my waist. And you know how we used to ride the bike, standing up on that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't stand up at that time. I stayed my ass right here in the seat, and took all that in. You know what I'm saying? I was doing some leaning, you know what I'm talking about? That's for sure. I was just excited, man. A kid excited, man. Take a little 16-year-old girl fine to the store. She hugging me. You know, I was taking my time, letting everybody in the neighborhood see me do my thing. Like, yeah. So, she told me something that was life altering.
Mm.
When she got to the store, she got what she needed, and she seen one of her friends, and she said, I'm just going to go with them. You know what I'm saying? But she imparted this with me. She said, when you grow up, you're going to have a lot of girlfriends because you're a nice looking little boy. Thank you. And she said, you have nice lips and that little dent in your chin, you're going to really get somewhere with that. And I was like, wow. The The reason that changed my life, Bub, because back during that time, they used to call African Americans, particularly little boys like me, liver lip when we have nice, thick, voluptuous lips. So I used to have my mouth tight, so my lips wouldn't protrude. This split in my chin, which is so popular in the movie industry and everywhere else, I heard people pay to get them.
A cliff chin, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Cliff
You know what
chin.
they used to call them when I was that age? A booty chin. So this is what I was doing. I'm telling you some real stuff. How brainwashed we were, man. I used to walk around with my hand like this, spreading my chin, or my hand over it, every time I talked to somebody, I was doing that, man. The insecurity was unbelievable.
Wow.
And I thought my nose was too thick. It was just crazy because we were told that those things were ugly. But this was a young lady that told me that those were assets. And she was so fine, I believed everything she said.
It took you a long way. It took you far, didn't it?
Shine on my lens, how much did I spend? Why not getting sick? Just let a nigga be. Let a nigga be. I can say less, rock the same low brim hat. Set it all depend on what you listening on. Is anything real? Is anybody real? Why is real shit so conditional? Yeah, but I keep it cool as my necklace. My peace the reason I respect it, yeah. But Lord is my witness, we really on. We really on. And if I had a noun for my sound, it's a blizzard flow. Compound countdown from the mid of downtown where my niggas though. Only the real ones know. Pop down, but I'm proud cause he winning through the doubts. And the Lord said the mafia gon' win some more. Let us sing, got you all missing no. Till he out, it's free Hoover Joe.